Hello and welcome to a new BluHorn support video. Today I'm going to show you how to add an unrated TV worksheet. So I'm assuming that you've already got your clients, your vendors, and your campaign set up. If you need help setting those items up first, then let us know or watch the videos about those topics. But I'm assuming for the sake of this video that you've already got those set up. And now you're ready to add your first worksheet. So I'm going to go into a campaign that's already there. This one's called Andy's Cafe. So you'll see that the client is Andy's Cafe. The name of this campaign is Andy's Cafe Q1 2021. Here's my flight date range. Here are the remarks if I wanted to add any remarks, but I'm ready to go down here and add a new worksheet. So in this case, I'm going to add an unrated TV worksheet. I've already got one established, but I'll add a new one for the sake of this video. In this case, I'm going to buy Chicago. So I'm going to add Chicago to the title. Date range is very important. Your dates of your worksheet must match the dates in your campaign. They either need to match exactly, or this needs to be a subset of those dates above. You cannot have a worksheet fall outside of your campaign dates. That's very important. In this case, I'm going to buy an unrated TV market. Now, if I were buying my data from ComScore or Nielsen directly, and I had that data integrated with my BluHorn account, then I would pick the appropriate one. But in this case, I'm just going to pick unrated. This is an unrated. I'm going to use unrated broadcast TV vendors. And my market I said was Chicago. So I'm going to come down here and select Chicago. And I'm going to add all the vendors that are associated with Chicago. In this case, there are 2 vendors, and then here are the 2 reps for those vendors. If I have a GRP goal, I'd enter it here. So in this case, I'll just say I'm going to buy 300 GRPs. I need to enter a primary demo, so I'll just say men 25 to 34. If I had a secondary demo, I'd add it here, but in this case, I'm going to skip that. My commission, I'm going to leave at 15%. Use broadcast weeks. I definitely want to use broadcast weeks because I'm buying broadcast TV. These other items, I'm not going to go through them, but I suggest you leave them alone unless you have a really strong reason to change them. But grid view, leave that on. Leave all these the same. If you want to talk about them further, let us know, and we're glad to do that. But I'm ready to add my worksheet now, so I'm going to click Add Worksheet. And then I'll page down just a little bit, and it should be there waiting for me. Yes, here it is. Here's Andy's Cafe Q1 2021 Unrated TV Chicago Worksheet. You can see that I have 0 spots and $0 spent because obviously it's a brand new worksheet. Nothing's been purchased. So I'm going to click on that to go into it, and it will take me into the worksheet. This is where the magic happens, and this is where you'll spend all your time. I like to give myself a little bit more real estate. So the first thing I do is shrink that menu. I shrink this menu over here by clicking that. Give myself a little bit more room. Another thing I like to do is hide this summary box. So this summary box is available to you. You can view your summary by day part, or by station, or by vendor, or by length of spot, or you can get a full summary of everything, all those items in one box. But I like to turn that off. I don't really need to see it update in real time because I've got this summary up top as well. So I just come up here to this yellow box and click Hide Summary. And again, it just gives me a little bit more room on my worksheet. These are your columns. You can manipulate them. It's much like a Google sheet or an Excel sheet. You can make them as wide as you want, or you can sort them. So if you had many programs, you could sort them by name alphabetically, up or down. Don't forget about this green menu here, so you can pick which columns you see. So if you really want to see day part, or if you don't need to see the bookend column, take that out. But pick the columns that you want to see. And don't forget, you can obviously change this as you see fit. There's 2 ways to add an avail. You can either manually type it, or an even faster way is to upload what's called an XML file. You can ask your rep to send you an XML file. So I'll show you how to do that quickly. I'm going to just click on the worksheet, and I'm going to page up a little bit to this green drop down menu, and I'm going to import a file. So I'm going to tell BluHorn where to get the file. I've got an XML file saved right here just on my desktop. Obviously it's not readable by humans, but these machines can read it. So don't even try to open it. Just tell BluHorn where to get it, and then click open. Yes, I'm going to just stick with the default import template. It's asking me, do I want absolute or relative? Unless you know for a fact that your XML file dates match your campaign or worksheet flight dates exactly, that's the only time you would pick absolute. But in most cases, you're going to pick relative, which just means the relative schedule is going to translate to your schedule, your flight dates. Again, the only time you pick absolute is if you know for a fact that your XML dates match your worksheet dates exactly. But I suggest you use relative. So now I'm going to say add. It's processing. It's going to just say, it's asking where to get the values for different things. I'm just going to say next. Then it's going to give me a preview. So these avails look good to me. I'm going to say yes, they look good. Go ahead and load them. And it says okay, you'll be redirected to the worksheet. And now I'm going to go back into my worksheet, and you'll see that all those avails that we just imported are waiting for me there. Look how much time I saved by not typing all this. I've got my day parts, I've got the vendor, I've got the station, I got the time periods, the name of the show, the days of the week. Everything is filled out for me. And I can even page over here to the weeks and manipulate the number of spots. So some spots are already pre-filled because the rep did that for me. But you can certainly override that. So if you want to buy 3 spots this week or every week, you can certainly do that. So that's how you import an avail. When you are happy with your worksheet, I suggest you go down here to station order settings and click on this green circle, and these are the columns that will appear on your insertion order. So in this case, I do want to see the times and the day parts, and I do want to see the links and the programs and the rates. Yes, I want to see the call letters. Yes, I want totals, cost per point, cost per thousand, ratings. I want all these things. So I'm going to go ahead and pick all these things, and when I'm happy with it, then I'll collapse the menu. And now I'm ready to preview my order. So I'm going to go back up to this green drop down menu, preview my order. There should be an insertion order here. It's a 2-page order, but you can see all the different spots I ordered across the different weeks. And if I page down to the second page, you'll see here's a summary of everything I bought. So across the 3 months, I bought 37 spots for $14,000 gross, $12,000 net. And here are some comments that I put on my order. Here, if I had traffic instructions, I could have added them here. And this is ready to send. So I like what I see here, so I'm ready to send my order. I actually just come back to that same menu and hit send order. And it's going to send it to my rep. In this case, it's asking, do I want to send both orders? I don't think I ordered the second one, so I would take that off. But obviously this person's going to get this order, and if I had an order for this person, then they would get their order. I will get a copy of everything, obviously, and I would hit send. So that's how you enter an unrated TV worksheet. You'll notice now that this has been ordered and frozen. The reason we freeze it is because we need everyone to have a record of what was ordered exactly. That doesn't mean you can't make changes, it just means that version is frozen, and now if I want to make changes to my worksheet, I just need to start a new version by clicking this button right here. And then I can reorder it after making those changes. Again, if you ever have any questions, please reach out to us. We're always available. Use this live draft right here, and someone from support will connect with you and help you. Don't forget, you can also go to bluhorn.com/demo and sign up for a demo. We can walk you through this process or anything else on BluHorn. Thank you for being a BluHorn customer. We appreciate it.